Hello, this is Ryder here to review the Ohsama Sentai KingOhger DX Kumonos Slayer. So this is the main transformation device of Spider Kumonos, the sixth member of the KingOhgers, respectively, as you can see him right here. And then here we have the Kumonos Slayer, alongside these Kumonos keys, the Change Kumonos key and the Shoe God Kumonos key, alongside the Kumonos key holder, I believe it's called. I really do like this box overall. I just like the array of colors and such. So it shows you how to use it, Spider Kumonos, Kumonos Slayer, content warnings and such. This is a really large box. This just shows you, hey, buy the buckle to actually properly use this holder. No, I know. No, I won't. And shows you to buy the next review in 2 hours because it's impatient. And then here we have the back, basically just summarizing everything, and a collaboration that KingOhger is having. I really like this box overall. It's just I think it's made out of recycled cardboard, which makes it a lot more flimsier, which is kind of unfortunate. So here we have the contents out of the box. We will remove the Kumonos keys and the holder and take a look at the Kumonos Slayer, to which overall I think the base design of it's fine. I really like the paint. The paint they did here and such. I like the light blue or the teal blue they went with, and then the purple. I think what I like about this the most is that they really went with purple for Spider Kumonos instead of traditional white, which really helps bring a lot more colors to him and such. But other than that, I don't know, everything else is just kind of really basic. I mean, I like the handle and such. This is honestly one of the best daggers they probably have done in a while. This is a really nice sized dagger, because that's what it's supposed to be, underhand dagger. But I don't know, I honestly feel like it's at the same time unnecessarily top heavy because of the Kumo. Because I personally am not too big on the fact they just slapped a spider on top of here. I kind of wish it was minuscule, but it's due to the key chamber that they obviously had to do this, and I don't know. It's because I don't know, it just makes it from a side perspective. It looks bad. Not necessarily bad, but it's just, there's definitely I don't know. It definitely feels like a lot, basically. And sadly, the back's not painted at all and such. This runs on LR44s. I mean, I think for what they have on the spider's fine. We have the black paint around it, but that's kind of it. I don't know. And I like the button up here. I appreciate that, so then we're not forced to try to press something here. I like that we actually have to use our thumb. But, I don't know, I'm not too big on the spider, personally. So, pulling the pull tab like so. We do have an activation sound, though I find it weird it doesn't announce itself like the others. And, I don't know, personally, I don't feel the need that... I don't feel like it was necessary for this to have an LED, especially if it's just going to be red. But... anyways, we only have one singular attack. And nothing when you hold it down. So, yeah. So Spider Kumonos actually has his own side gimmick, the Kumonos keys, which are basically just simplified Ranger keys in a way. Gosh darn it. With ring holes. So as you can see, this is the change key because it's in his color scheme, with the base being white and outlined in gold. And basically these are reverse Ranger keys, because obviously Ranger keys are typically like this format, but then just due to how you flip, like how you turn them, they're basically reversed. So we basically are seeing the hollow side and such. So like it works kind of like a Ranger key. It's just a lot more simplified and such. As we take a look at the Shoe God Kumonos key, which is just basically the base of it just being this gray plastic and then trimmed out with silver and such. As you can see, this one actually fills out the entirety of the key, while this one basically a corner's like ripped out. And the backs are basically the same, so it's just the same upper mold, but the bottom mold changed. And then last but not least, we have the Kumonos key holder, which is actually a really nice inclusion for those that actually did buy the buckle, and just a nice way to not sell a new buckle. So basically, you know, I really like the cage and all, and this is basically kind of formatted like a Ryder holder back then. And basically what you do is just slide this up like so, and then you take the Kumonos key, hook it through this tube like so, close it up, and now you can have your keys dangling, which is, again, pretty neat. They don't really want to slide here by themselves. They get stuck often, but I mean, I think it's the fact that they decided to do this is pretty neat overall. So let's actually use these. Alright, so obviously to transform to Spider Kumonos, we need the change key, to which then we need to slot it this way, as we need the detailed side to be on the left, while the hollow side facing the right. So then basically we're inserting it with the hollowed side to the left and the painted side to the right. And such. So you just want to press it in like so. So the standby will start, which I think it's a really neat standby. And then you want to turn, in my perspective, you want to turn the key to your right. To complete the transformation and open up the spider and such. I think it's a nice reuse of the Max Rear Soul changer, like sound of like the rear soul, the Max Rear Soul opening up. Like I like how they reuse that to, you know, for the sound of the legs coming down and such. And like I mean, I guess it's a bit better when it's opened up, but at the same time though, it's just, I don't know. It just looks weird. Like, it's just a spider just standing around on a blade. But I mean, again, here we actually can see the black on the spider, and I guess the silver chamber. I guess that's where all the silver went. The tack sounds are the same. And I guess it's neat how the spider becomes like part of the guard, but I don't know, I guess I wish it was more like closer, so it just doesn't feel floating. But we got our finisher by twisting it again. And we have the standby, to which we just press the button. Just pull the key out like so, and then just close it back in, as that's basically it. Now when we use the Shoe God key, So we get, now everything is super or cho, and now everything's more amped up and such. So now we are Tarantula Kumonos, which is, I guess, just, again, I assume a power boost because he doesn't have forms of what we know. That's still the same. We do the finisher the same way. And everything's just now super. My arm was getting tired. So now we get the spider finish and such. And yeah, that's kind of it with the... Gosh darn it. Here... Go. Alright. So... Yeah, overall for the base package, it's not really much. I think the ideas are there, like the concept and such is there, but the execution and the playability is not really there. Because I feel like it doesn't, I guess it's not trying to carry over, like, I guess anything that the Ultra Caliber has already established. But, I don't know, it's just... I mean, the sounds are fun and all. It's... The voice of this one is the singer that did Do You See the Sunrise from Black Sun? Which is, like, I'm really glad for him to, like, immediately jump into, like, another tokusatsu project and such. But, I don't know, it's just, like... This is, like... Handling it, too, is, like, fine. I just think playability's not really there, and, like... Especially coming after the Ultra Caliber, the speaker quality sucks. like, I don't get why they couldn't get... Like, I get it's running on cell batteries, but, like, the next review was, like, highly better. I don't get how this is just not on par with the next review. It's weird, because this one's more expensive, but does severely less. You only get a transformation sound and a finisher. You don't get more than that. This thing only does transformations and attacks. It's so bare minimum and such. And it's kind of hard to recommend, especially if there's the Inedible Memorial Edition, which I kind of don't really know what more they can upscale from. Basically, I can just see them basically excluding that. But, like, I don't know, it's like, this is functionally, it's disappointing. Handling, it's fun. It's just weird. At this point, you might as well play without the sounds. Get this thing on a sale. Don't get it full price, especially because I think full price it's like $50. I think it's probably better just to wait for this thing on a sale. That would do this review. This is Ryder, and I'll leave people. Bye.